I would say probably the biggest update we had this year, because we have so many crazy things happening in there. What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Plarium just released the patch notes for the next massive update coming to the game. I would say probably the biggest update we had this year, because we have so many crazy things happening in there. And whenever they are releasing the patch notes so early, that means that the update is near the corner. So most probably this update will drop next week, guys. If we're gonna have a quick look at the highlights, patch 6.0, tons of things happening in here, guys. Probably everything that you ever dreamed of. We have the new awakening system coming to the game with this patch. We have the new dungeon, we have champion rebalance, and I'm not sure what else we're gonna find in here, but let's have a quick look at the entire patch. Now, they are explaining pretty much everything about the awakening. They've done a video on it. They've done a video on the new dungeon boss, which is pretty interesting. Update 6.0 will be one of the biggest and most important in 2022. At least we agree on one thing. We're happy to provide a sneak peek before it goes live. One feature will take the spotlight today, Awakening. In case you're not kept up to date with our What's Next in Raid series or missed the recent update preview on YouTube, Awakening is a new mechanic that will strengthen your champions and give them access to incredible, powerful passive skills called blessings. Better yet, you'll have a great deal of freedom when it comes to choosing those blessings. So we kind of seen what happens. It's gonna cost you 300 gems to change the passive, the blessing basically. The first one is for free, same like the masteries. Then if you want to change it the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, you pay 300 gems every single time. We have a bunch of different blessings. We've seen they have 4 different trees at the moment, with options to bring different ones in the future. They've done a very detailed video right here on how we're actually going to be able to get them. You summon them like champions, guys. So hopefully they're not going to be selling like crazy packs for all this, because I won't be a happy person. All the Krakens will be running away. Iron Twins Fortress. This is the new challenge coming to the game. I'm pretty curious to find out how hard it is to beat this boss. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys might be curious as well. Basically, we're gonna need to use either different affinity teams, or maybe try to fight them with strong affinities against weak affinity or something like that. That's actually a pretty good possibility too, because we're getting extra stats. It's gonna be easier to build the champions and stuff. But this is the new boss. Now we have the skills right here. Pretty nice actually, the way they're showing them. We need to have cleansers. Most probably we're gonna need revivals. We're gonna need attack down. We're gonna need defense down. Poisons, HP burn, all that can actually make a decent amount of damage. I have a feeling that this boss won't be similar with the bosses from dungeons, okay? In terms of stats. I feel like this is gonna be more similar with the requirements that we have for the hard mode Doom Tower bosses on the last floors. Floor 120, for example. Or the Hydra on Nightmare or Brutal. I feel like the last stage on this boss is gonna require us to have probably 400 plus resistance, 400 plus accuracy or around there, more or less for stage 15. Have a decent amount of speed, good survivability. If no, they would pretty much just bring in a new boss that's beatable by like any other keep boss very quick, and that's about it, you know. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to make it a challenge for all of us. We have a new skin, or better said, new skins for Seal of the Drakes. Now we've seen them in a video preview. They looked pretty awesome actually. The Lava-born one looked amazing. I am interested maybe to get a free one somehow. Hopefully they're gonna give us an option to get one from the clan shop, right? They gave us for Arbiter. Time to give us one for no one else but Seal of the Drakes. I bet Ash will be happy. Champion rebalance. Now we got a rebalance on a few epic champions. I'm personally not impressed with any of them. I don't see huge changes. We have so many other legendaries in the game that need a rebalance because they got power creep like crazy. So just to make them a bit more viable. I know that they're planning to do champion rebalances every single month. But I just hope they're not just gonna do epics. Why not mix them up? Do some legendaries, do some epics, some legendaries, some epics, you know? So pretty much that's what changed. We have Marksman. He just places poison debuff for 2 turns if the attack is critical. Chance to gain an extra turn, so that got a bit increased. Fills the telemeter of all allies by 20. Extra chance to inflict a critical hit. Attacks 4 times at random. 35% chance to ignore defense. That's pretty odd. And increases the ally speed in arena battles by 20. That's a decent aura early on. They increase his base speed. Cannonis now places ally protection and a 60% increased defense buff on the target for 2 turns. And a continuous heal buff on all allies. Is this necessarily enough? I'm not sure. These are kind of like forgotten epic champions. I don't think this would make me to build any of these two so far. Drake, he got a couple of changes as well, but again, I wouldn't just go and build this champion for anything in particular other than just have fun with him with the A1 because it has good multipliers, you know. Delver, she's kind of like one of the OG epic champions. She finally got a bit of a rework, but again, I'm not a massive fan. I'm not gonna build the epic champion. I don't think like is wow, you know. Places weaken on the target for 3 turns if the target has defense down. So she kind of like brings a couple of things into the game here, but it's not 100% chance to land them. So that doesn't make it that amazing, you know. Karam finally got a bit of a changing here. We have 50% chance to land the poison now instead of 30, and it's still a small poison, unfortunately. Ascended, it actually goes to a bigger poison. Nice. I actually missed that part. And then attacks one enemy, has an extra 15% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Damage increased by 50 if this champion has more than 50% HP. So again, I'm not a massive fan of this champion Rebalance. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. We have a few people in here just kind of like going on about how they don't like anything in the patch. I have my concerns with Awakening. I've actually done a video on it. Probably you've watched it. If you haven't, feel free to check it out. I'm curious how pay to win is going to be. If it's going to be very pay to win, I feel like the game is going to push a lot of players to quit again. It happens all the freaking time. Hopefully it's not going to be anything too crazy. But that was all for this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Curious to know, are you excited for the Awakening or not? You think it's going to be pay to win or not? Are you excited for the champion rebalance, for the new dungeon? Are you preparing your teams? You kind of like have an idea of what exactly you're going to use? Let me know in the comments down below. But that was all for this video. Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. And I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.